now I'm just trying to keep the whole shit to like basically a minimum. Oh boy, I had my trip with that fucking game, bro, at Marvel Rivals, and it was so good when it came out and it was all fresh, but man, they fucked that game so hard, dude. It was such a beautiful game until they just started fucking with the roster and all the bad ways, and then could you believe, bro, that a game like that doesn't have placement matches, so then you end up with pros and casuals just bunched up in the same fucking ring? Can you believe that, bro? Like, it's awful, dude. It's dog shit. I'm playing that, and I'm like, bro, I don't even like, I'm like looking, I'm like, bro, I talked so much shit about Melee, and this shit actually made me want, this shit made me uninstall this game and reinstall Slippy. That's how bad it was. And I was like, bro, I'd rather be playing Melee than to be playing this dog shit, dude. It's
is that just the, is it like the casual, or is there like a ranked or something? Like, what is it? What's the game on it?
It has a quick play, which is like, you know, a mixed bag, and then it's got, you know, ranked. But the thing is, bro, that the first season was good, and the season .5, whatever, but then season 2 came out, and they had the brightest idea, right, of fucking of resetting everybody, and they didn't, like, you know, like, they didn't do no rank down, no, they just reset everybody to straight up bronze. So then that's where the mess began, where it was like, bro, like, why am I sweating my dick off like I'm playing fucking Evo 2069 in fucking bronze 3, my nigga? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is that bullshit? Exactly. So now I just been, you know, I'm so mad that motivated the fucking tide, bro. And I was just like, dude. And then so here's the funny thing, like, I have not played this game in a long time, right? So like, I'm playing Melee unranked, right? And I'm like, okay, surely I'll be getting my ass kicked, right? And I'm playing unranked, I'm like, surely, you know, like, people, like, you know, like, and I'm here beating people's asses with like fucking, with my Ganon and my non-existent Puff and shit. I'm like, what is this shit, bro? Y'all should be kicking my ass, man. So I'm like, here bored as shit, like, with these unranked motherfuckers, and I'm just like, I need to hit up Dev or somebody that I know, bro, who actually knows how to play the fucking goddamn game, bro, because I was expecting to get my ass enlightened and unranked, and somehow they got even worse, dude. They got even worse. And I'm like, what is this shit, dude? I go against the Roy, he just X-smashing. I'm like, wave that shot of shield, wave that shot of shield, wave that shot of shield. I'm just like, bro, I'm too bored, bro. I'm too bored for this, man. Like, goddamn, dude. And now I'm just in this dilemma where it's like, man, dude, like, I guess that's it, man. Like, I mean, I have, like, that Realm game that I play, but it's just such a shame because, like, that game, the Marvel Rivals game, was just so fucking good, dude. It was so good when it came out. And I was really hooked on it, and then now they got some really serious, like, they got some serious work cut up for them, bro.
I've got a friend that loves playing, so like, he, you know, like, want me to play it a bunch.
Yeah, I mean, it was good. It was good before the second season, bro. The second season came and messed everything up, man. And it's just like, and then, so like, one of the most overpowered characters, Bucky, aka Winter Soldier, right? He's like a bullshit character, and then they have the bright idea, oh yeah, let's just buff his ass. Like, what are you smoking? What good reefer shit are you guys smoking, bro? Like, they're Chinese developers, so like, they're like, they've got their perks about them because they're not going by, you know, leftist bullshit, you know, activist standards. So like, they're like disregarding certain bullshit things that affects a lot of like American Western games and shit, which for that I give them props, right? But it's just like, when it comes to the ranked shit, bro, it's just like so fucking antiquated, bro. Like, it's like, come on, bro, how is it that Melee has a proper ranking system and this shit doesn't, bro? Come on, bro, we're talking about an ancient ass game that's older than a lot of my relatives, bro. It makes no sense. Like it doesn't make any sense. It's like, why does this game not have this? What's going on? And so there's all kinds of like there's all kinds of videos on it like talking about what's wrong. And I'm like, bro, what's really wrong is just a simple thing. They need to implement MMR and placement matches. It's those two things and problem solved. Without that, the game dies swiftly in a heartbeat. You know? Yeah, it's just like, bro, it makes me so sad, dude, because it's like, finally, I get to play a modern game, and I'm not this fucking old head who's just playing old ass games, and then this happens. So it has a special place of disappointment in my heart, because it's like my only modern game, my only truly modern game that I was playing lately. It's a struggle, dude. People who are trying to play a modern game, it's a struggle, man. It's like, dude, there's nothing.
I mean, I think they actually did the smart move, which is like they built the fan base as much as possible, right? Before they they made the game fun. They built the fan base. They got a lot of bad bitches in the game and stuff.
Yeah.
And now it's like, okay, now the longevity factor of can we make this game like worth it? And can we fix all the crappy issues and stuff?
Yeah.
You know, can we work it out? And I think they'll get there, but it's just like they're not there right now. Like that always seems to happen with free-to-play games, I think, in general.
Yeah, it's a common sort of theme. It's just, I really want the best for it, so that's why, like, you know, there are some people that are like, oh, you're going too rough on it. It's like, no, I'm not going rough on it. I just want the game to actually not suck ass. Who does your friend play? Like, what does he play?
Fox. He is, like, I have a couple friends, like, the one I'll play that, like, cares about the game and is good, he plays Fox. But then, the other guy I know, that, like, is literally the most infuriating person, like, game player. He'll play, he hates Yoshi, but he'll always start, like,
Oh no, I was talking about who he plays. I was talking about your rival's friend. Like, who does he play? Yeah.
Okay. I don't remember who he plays. I don't know. He just he mostly just talks to me about playing it.
You mentioned Fox, and I was like, is he trying to say Rocket Raccoon? A million things were kind of like popping in my head, you know, like. I like to call Rocket Raccoon Dollar Store Fox because he wishes he was Fox, but he's nowhere near his level. Yeah, unranked, man, you would think unranked would, like, be, you know, I don't know if you touched it lately, but, man, that shit got, I don't know how it gets worse. It's like, what the fuck, dude? I guess the game is that popular that it still has new people coming into the game, I guess. I don't know.
I played, like, 2 matches.
Right. Because, like, yeah. Yeah, because, like, here's the thing, like, you would think that, like, I don't know, man, because, like, there's a couple of things running through my mind, like, you would think that there's, like, a bit of a slowdown with the growth of the game ever since, you know, past things that have been going on, you know, I don't know if you've been, like, on the loop with, like, what's been happening Melee-wise, right, like, you know, no, like, you don't know about, like, hacks passing away, bro? That, bro, like, that, in my opinion, is, like, a big, you know, like, most people, they know, bro, like, the people who were, like, culprits of that, there's a lot of stuff, that's a whole rabbit hole in and of itself, bro. That, I would imagine, because I've had several people tell me, no, I've had several people already tell me, no, the game died, like, the community died when that nigga bit the dust, bro, because that nigga had no reason, you know, dying the way that he did and shit, you know. So
Yeah, no, I mean,
yeah, you know.
it's unfortunate that like he dies like from a mistake he made in the past, you know. Like I think that's the
Yeah.
biggest problem.
Yeah, but you know,
Like,
yeah.
You try and kill yourself on the train, but then like, okay, I'm gonna try and do better, and then it's too late. Like that's
Yeah. It's the fact that he hit himself with the train to begin with that people are getting at, like, well, you know, he's still effectively, you know, kind of, you know, yeah, and then like, and then they're like, well, you know, that dude did, you know, do that to himself because of how he was getting treated, you know what I mean? Like,
I just don't think like I said this in that one video I made about like how I think the community is like doing something or whatever. But it's like I think the damage, like the fact that Hacks is like this person all alone in the first place, and then like he's like saying all this shit about them and whatnot. It's like I'm pretty sure like you know as the like community that we should take some responsibility. We should be like, hey, that's not cool.
yeah,
Like, quit focusing on like, quit doing this. Like,
yeah.
what's
There's
wrong?
just like,
What's going on?
I'm really not sure if that like kind of thing is ever gonna change, bro. Like, it's very unfortunate that it comes down to that. I don't know. I mean, like, is Leffen still in the scene? I mean, he left, right? Or I don't know. Yeah, I would assume that he's not in the picture.
I don't know, yeah, that's kind of the thing, right? He just, like, he dies, like, you know, obviously,
Yeah,
you
and then
can just try and harass a member of the community no matter what, like, that's, you can't do that. But, and, like, you know, just taking action against them, of course, they have to do something, right? Well, there's the rest of the community, you know, who's reaching out, who's trying to help Max, like if we're a community, I would just feel like that thing, that should happen at all. And so I don't understand how it even, you know, how it even like happens, and how a person gets to that point. So obviously there's like a lot, I guess, like just maybe a lot of people don't know, or a lot of people don't understand about the situation or something like that, or like not that it was kept quiet, but like maybe just Hacks was that alone. You know, like he really had no one to talk to. Even then, I feel like that's kind of an issue that I don't feel like
did you see there were like funeral VODs of it? How do you feel about those funeral VODs? Did you see them? Yeah, Hack's funeral VODs, bro. It was I don't know how to feel. I don't know how to feel about it, bro, because like they were like cracking jokes and stuff. I was like, I don't know if these people like this is how smashers like cope with things, I guess, like being funny and all that. I didn't know how to feel about this. It's hard to explain unless you've actually seen it. You would have to see it yourself, and then and then you know, like you give your, because like I saw it and I was like, this is weird, man. Like, why are you guys like cracking jokes when it's like, bro, there's a dead person, you know, like you know, like you know, I don't know, man. It's hard to explain. It's like you'd have to see it yourself, and then like.
I mean, it just depends on the context of like what they're doing.
I mean, what more context do you need? Like they're talking about, you know, his like this like you know about him dying basically.
Is that just what they're talking about, or are you saying like people went to his funeral and then like they streamed it while they were there?
Oh, it being streamed, I have no idea. But if it was streamed, that'd be even weirder.
That's what I thought you were saying.
I don't know if it was streamed, but I mean, I would doubt it. But that'd be kind of weird. It's on YouTube. You could look it up. Like, you could probably look it up and find it. Like, I forgot which channel had it. There were a couple of channels like doing, like I don't know, like a re-upload or some shit. So. There were fucking, no, there were fucking, you know, Mewtwo King and fucking the technicals and shit, you know, and H-bots, so like, what, who? Technicals? Yeah. I hear a lot of people hate them and shit, yeah.
I don't necessarily like the person that decides to make his content about their own thing.
Right.
You know, and then provides conspiracy theories to it instead of I don't know, something more valuable substance.
Actively trying to help the community, yeah.
It just seems like he's making things on.
Yeah, I could see that. Definitely. Yeah, it's like there are things that he says that has weight, but I do agree with your overall statement, which is like, yeah, I mean, you know, like you want to help the community at the end of the day. If you're trying to be a part of it, you might as well, right? Like either, like if you got nothing nice to say, then you might as well just get out, you know, like just get out of there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like this. I think one of the things that he used to say was like he would say Hax is right about Leffen or whatever, and it's just like I don't know that Leffen is trying to be the person that he was, and I don't think that anything that he's currently doing is affecting anybody in the Melee community negatively, and so it's just like I don't know why Hax has to preach about how Hax is right. It's like no, I just feel like you're just only loving.
Yeah.
Like, if we were to say, he was a shithead, maybe possibly is still a shithead, then that's one thing, but it's I think we still have to judge a person based on their actions. And as far as, his actions go, I don't know what he's done recently. So, it's just, or, at the time, you know,
Yeah.
little boy, and still, I think he's done anything recently. It's just I don't know how many times we're just gonna bring up constant,
I just I just want a game to not get fucked up, man. That's the thing, dude. Can there be a modern game that it's just what happens is that either the fucking devs listen to they don't listen to people, or they do listen but to the wrong crowd, you know? That's kind of the thing. They listen to people who have no idea what the fuck they want and all that, and then it's kind of alright, well, what's it called? There's the whole, which is why, I kind of asked, who is it that your Marvel Rivals friend plays, because that can, have an effect on, what his perspective can be, right? On the game, and yeah, no. Well, the thing is that characters are different roles, so depending on what role you mainly play, it changes the way that you can perceive the game and shit. So the three main roles in that game is you're either support, or your DPS, or your tank, right? So, yeah. So, the thing with that game is that as a tank player, you're hearing the DPS and the healers, they're constantly bickering at each other about who has it harder, this and that. And then they don't realize that really the person who has it harder most of the time is the fucking tank. because the tank is the one who's responsible for like pushing the fucking goddamn objective and like trying to protect the team and be like, okay, well, everybody can die, but as long as I'm alive, like we can still try to keep the shit going, right? So then like as a tank player, like you're just kind of they give you flack over the smallest shit, and then like you're just not credited when you're like staying alive because everyone's so obsessed with the numbers, like, oh, but the KD ratio. It's like, bro, this is not fucking Call of Duty, bro. You can get a lot of meaningless kills and still end up losing the fucking game because you didn't push the objective. Are you stupid? Like, that's why tanks exist in the game, because they're meant to push the objective. So like you can have this tank who's staying alive like 7-0 or 10-0, right? And that's amazing for a tank because a tank doesn't really kill people very easily. And then they'll be like, oh, but you're not getting crazy kills. And it's like, I'm a tank. I'm a big clunky fuck. Of course I'm not gonna fucking have that shit because I'm not DPS, you dumbass. You get into it, like, it gets so toxic and fucked that it's like, oh my god, because they expect you, sometimes you're playing as a tank, right? And then they expect you to like do all this amazing shit, and then they expect you to not die, and then you would have shitty fucking healers who don't know how to heal, and then they're playing characters who have auto-aim, and it's like, how the fuck are you not healing my big ass, and your character has literal auto-aim? Like, how? Explain that to me! It gets so fucked, bro, like, and when you hear certain people, like, you know that, just common gamer sense, like, you can hear a casual and you can already be like, yeah, we're probably gonna lose because this person's not trying to actually win the game. Like, and then you're like, oh, so you know this and that, oh, you sound so messed up. And it's like, I'm not being messed up, bro. I just can already tell just by how you're talking that you don't want to win the fucking game, you know? And it's like, it's fine if you don't want to win the game. If you're in quick play, then it doesn't matter. That's fine. But they'll be in rank. Bro, they will be in rank. And they'll be like, it's just bronze, bro. And it's like, bro, you're the reason why I'm still in bronze, because you're not fucking carrying.
Exactly. No, I hate that, like, halfway thought of, like, yeah, I like to be competitive, but I don't like to try it like I'm supposed to.
Yeah, I mean...
Like, are you here?
Exactly. It's just like... Ah, dude. I don't know what sense to make of it, man.
I do remember now, my friend likes to play Star Wars. I know he sent me some clips of him playing Star Wars.
That character pisses me the fuck off. Yeah, that character is bullshit. It depends, man. You gotta, like, when you get to higher ranks, like, you begin to do, bans, like, character bans and shit. Yeah. So, it kind of depends on, ¿cómo se dice? It depends on, like, your team comp. So you have to, like, sometimes you'll be like, I hate this character, but, like, you have to remember, okay, who are your teammates playing? And you gotta ban, like, according to your team. So then there's also that shit. I have Soup plays at, like, higher ranks, like, where they do the bans and shit. He somehow got there. And then people will be banning the most, like, they'll be banning the dumbest shit. Like, bro, why are you banning this character? This character's not even a problem. I got you. What you really want to do is you want to ban the shit that, like, negates the best players' characters, and then they just kind of don't care. So you just have a bunch of people like banning selfishly and shit, and it's like, you're banning for the wrong reasons, bro, and this is what ends up happening. And like I said, like, since the game is like very imbalanced and like they don't fucking pay attention to the roster, you end up in situations where people literally, because the team didn't decide to ban a certain character, it's pretty much kind of like an auto lose, you know, that kind of situation. So it's just a mix of things that end up happening with that fucking game, that like you just feel like shit is just like not in your control at all, bro. Like, it's like, bro, I'd much rather play Melee, where like Melee has a lot of bullshit, but like at least when I lose in Melee, I can like analyze and be like, ah, I see why I'm losing. I'm not closing out on my edge guards. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that. Like, you know, like that time where we were actually grinding and you were like kind of like coaching me, and I actually made like improvements because I started to like watch like my opponent more, like shit like that. Like it makes sense, right? But like in fucking Marvel Rivals, bro, it doesn't even fucking matter. It's like you can do all this shit that you can try to do, and like you're not gonna carry in that game, bro, because that game is just a fucking like it's Mario Party depression simulator, you know? It's just. Mario Party is more consistent than that fucking game. That's what I'm saying right now, dude. Cut print.
That's why I love playing this. Yeah, it's a lot more because at the end of the day, it's like game sense mechanics. Like,
Yeah.
if you're not good with your aim, then you're gonna lose. If you don't know how to play the game, then you're gonna lose. And it's like, that's kind of like how Melee is. It's like, can you do it? Yes, you win. Can you not do it? Okay, you're gonna lose. Like it's fair in that way, you know?
Yeah. It's just shit makes me sad, bro. Cause it was an amazing game when it was new and shit. And it was like a month in or whatever, or 2 months. But then I don't know what it is, man. I guess they listen to the wrong people, and then you also have like. I don't know, some favoritism going on with certain devs that they just happen to like the most OP character that everyone fucking complains about, and then they're like, oh, we have the brightest idea to fucking buff that character. So like, you told me you played Overwatch, right? So like, I would assume that characters have abilities that have like a cooldown and shit, right? So like, that game is all about cooldowns, right? Like, it's a basic concept, like, oh, how many times did they use their fucking ability and shit? What say you have the most bullshit character, and then the fucking the devs of that fucking team, the devs of that game decide, yeah, we're gonna basically make it so that character does not have cooldown, because they just like, you know, like they just regenerate the shit so fast, and they have like they have so many abilities that they just bop 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 ability, bop 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 ability, bop 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 ability, bop 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 ability. Like, your character's never out of options, so they're never vulnerable. Yeah, bro. Yeah. Oh man, yeah. So like, I don't know if you hear your friend complain about this character called fucking Iron Fist. Iron Fist. Yeah, so he's this fucking Ryu, dollar store Ryu looking ass motherfucker, and you don't think much of him, right? But then he starts pissing everybody off because he's backlining the fucking healers, and he's basically like a healer little Mr. Healer Toucher in the back line, just wrecking all your healers. So then your team gets destroyed because nobody's getting any heals because he's back there. And then you think, oh, well, you know, a tank should take him on, right? I'm a fucking tank. No, he could burn the tank too. So then your whole team is fucked. If that character does not get banned, it's like, oh, you best expect that there's gonna be somebody using him. I got so mad, bro. I started calling him all kinds of shit, bro. I came up with a name for that motherfucker like every other fucking day, bro. I started calling him Dix. I was getting TOS too with it, bro. I was like calling him some TOS shit too. So I was like, let me calm down and just call him, I don't know, Dick Sucker Dan, bro. So every time that motherfucker will be attacking me, I'm just on the mic going crazy like, Dick Sucker Dan, Dick Sucker Dan. Nobody even knows what the fuck I'm talking about. Oh my god, that'd be so funny. I did not even mean to, like, yeah. That's crazy. Wow. Yeah, I mean, he looks kind of like, you know, like I said to Soup, you know who this motherfucker reminds me of? He fucking reminds me of fucking, ¿cómo se dice? Fucking Robin Hood from Teen Titans. That motherfucker? He kinda does. He kinda does.
He's supposed to be like, this character in the Marvel universe is supposed to be like the
the game's just really, it's got a lot of problems. There's also the other problem that like, okay, so like characters have like, they have like, you know, like super meters, so like they have like an ultimate attack that they build up to and shit, right? So you'll end up in situations where you have a character that would be good, but because they have like a bad ultimate attack, it basically like completely shuns them from serious play. Because ultimates build up really fast in that game, so they become like very they become kind of like over centralizing, you know, because they come up so much. So then like a thing that I'm saying is like either give characters like, you know how like Dragon Ball Fighters, remember how like at first it only had 1 assist per character, and then they made it kind of like Marvel vs. Capcom 2 style where you could choose between 3 shits, you know, between 3 like assist types. I don't know if, you know, you played Fighters, right? So I'm thinking like maybe they could give characters like an ultimate and like an alternate ult that they could use, that they could choose between, you know what I'm saying? And that would make things like, okay, well, you know, maybe this ult is not good for this team, what this team needs, but this ult will probably cover that, you know, like, it'll give characters more flexibility. Either that, or they just make, like, ultimates, like, build a lot slower, so that they don't come up as much, so that they're not, like, a deal breaker, like, oh, your character, you know, fucking sucks because fucking ultimate, you know, doesn't do anything, it's trash, you know, like, it's like, that's another, like, toxic point of the game that is just like, bro, like, there's just so many things wrong with the fucking game, dude, they got some serious work cut out, and it's just a depression simulator, bro. I feel bad. There's a special friend. I don't know if you know. You know Fluxes, right? No Fluxes. Yeah. You should know. Well, Soup knows them. He's kind of like a homie. Like, he doesn't, like, me and him aren't like the closest, but I do like interact with him. But he is like he does have history with the Smash team, and I apologized to him because I was like, man, you left Smash for this, bro. This was somehow even worse. I was like, I really apologized to him because I was like, bro, this game, man, you somehow got into something even worse, dude. And even he was positive for a while. And even he, at a certain point, was like, nah. Even he, at a certain point, was like, nah, man, I'm not down with this game for a while. I'm stepping away, bro. Even he did it, bro.
He's a Gator player, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's bad, bro. Like, it's... Like, you can be good all you want, bro, but like a team of 6, it's a 6v6 game, bro. Like, if you got 5 shitters, there's no carrying that, man. There's nothing. There's nothing you can do. And so many times you end up in a situation where, como se dice, like, you're just up against a stacked team, you know, like you're up against like people who are like 4 stacking or 3 stacking, and it's like, okay, well, I'm soloing here, so I'm just inherently at a disadvantage. And then the moment you're playing with like people who like just don't give a shit about the game, and they're like, they don't know what a fucking team comp is, and it's like, well, I think it's over for me now because these people can't even properly look at the team comp and look at, okay, well, what does the team fucking need, you know?
Yeah, no, honestly, the thing because the same thing will happen where it's like, I'll try to play a match, and if I solo, it's like a 50-50 whether it's getting a team or not. But if I figure 4 stack, then I'm 4-1 guaranteed. So like, I at least know people, you know, we can communicate. We can change things, you know, and like some of them are good, some of them are not. But like, we still have better chances than the 50-50, so.
So CS is like 5v5 or what?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know, man. Dude, it's just pain everywhere. Pain absolutely everywhere, dude.
That's what I'm saying. It's just like
Right,
just like how you can't play Melee and learn your rank too much because it's just like the absolute worst fucking experience.
Oh, yeah.
We can't there's no point.
I mean, you know, I don't mind getting my ass whooped, or you know what I mean? But it's just these players are just on unranked are just too easy, bro. It's just like I be getting bored. I'm like, bro, come on, man. I need you to toss me around a bit. You know, like, fuck, that shit gets. And they try to resort to like cheesy strats the moment that it works, and then you're like, this doesn't work, bro. And then you shut it down, and then they're like, oh well, I guess I have nothing else, so you win. It's like, bro, make me think a little bit, please. Like I don't, like, you know, I'm not a fucking try-hard connoisseur, but goddamn, bro, like, toss me around a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Fuck. And unranked is just like, dumb, dude. Like, I mean, I guess I've been playing, you know, whatever. I guess, you know, I've been playing for long enough that I got to that point eventually, you know, but I don't think I'll ever get to, like, the thing is, like, at least in Melee you get to that point where, like, you're just like, alright, you've transcended, you've evolved, right? But, like, in Marvel Rivals, bro, like, I know I'm new to that game, and like, that's my first ever hero shooter, so I'm probably talking shit, but, like, damn, it really does feel like in that game you kind of have, like, a lot less control than, you know, most other games, and it's just, like, you can be a pro, and if you're just, like, you're just rolling, you're just rolling a dice, bro, and you're just like, alright, I mean, I hope I get, like, a team that has half a brain cell to work on or something, because if not, I'm just, like, no amount of carry is enough, man. Like, if you have a fuck team, it's just like, alright, like, I had a fucking, okay, so there's this character, right, there's this shithead character called Groot, and he basically plays Fortnite in that game, right? He puts up walls and shit. One morning, mind you, like, one morning, I got up. I decided I'm gonna play some fucking ranked, right? I'm gonna roll the dice, right? I get a fucking shit-ass group player who starts he's spawn trapping his own team. The whole team is getting spawn trapped by his own walls and shit. And I'm like, really? So we just lose for free? Because, like, now he's just trapping us in our spawn rooms, and then, like, we just get run over for free. And I'm just like, man, like, dude, it's just like, he's just like, and then, like, it's so messed up that, like, I kid you not, like, I would play and win 2 games. No, I would, like, win, like, yeah, I would win 2 games, and then I lose 1, and then I'm, like, damn near, like, I win 2 games, and, like, I get, like, fucking, I'm at, like, 60 points, I'm, like, at 60 points or some shit, and then I just lose 1 game, I'm back to, like, damn near 30, or, like, half, it's like, bro, like, like, I'm getting smacked by stacked teams, and I'm losing as if, like, oh, man, you lost to a shit player. It's like, I didn't lose to a shit player, I lost to a fucking goddamn stack. What was I gonna do, dude? And then, like, it's just, you're just back at the bottom, bronze 3, just looking at that shit, and then it's like the game's own way of telling you, yo, you fucking suck! You know, it's like, bro, like, come on, bro, like, I know I'm not bronze at the game, I'm not good or anything, because I'm new to this kind of game, but I know I ain't a bronze, bro, like, I see the way, bro, like, actual bronze play, I'm like, I'm not that bad, and it's just demoralizing, man, like, you're just, like, alright, what am I even, you know what's even funnier? That you play on quick play, and then the people on quick play actually give half a shit about fucking winning, And then it's like, I get these quick play teams, and I'm like, why didn't I end up with you guys on rank? Why are you guys not on rank? Because I go on ranked, and then it's just people, oh, you're fucking, go Squirrel Girl, go, you know, all these bottom tier bullshit characters. That's like, bro, like, there's no bans until you get, like, to gold. So, like, you have to pick, like, you should be picking the ban shit, like, you know, because nothing is getting banned in bronze. And then they're just like, no, I want to go with my fucking 0-3 Spider-Man because he's the coolest, and all these characters that they fucking suck ass with, and it's like, bro, DPS is actually the hardest class of them all. Like, it's like the class that you learn last, in my opinion. And then these people just like brand spanking new to the game, and they're just like, oh man, you gotta pick up what better class to pick up than the one that's the fucking hardest one to play? Like, bro, be a healer or be a tank, dude. Like, we actually need more tanks. We don't get enough of those. Why don't you just be a tank instead of a DPS, dude? DPS is the hardest class. Like, ah, man, it's just like people have the wrong price. I think it's main character syndrome because like most of the main characters are, you know, on the DPS class, right? So I think a big part of it is that. So I think they really need to start. I mean, sometimes they do kind of do something about it. They added Emma Frost as a fucking tank, and you know they made her thick as shit, and I'm a fan of that, you know, like so. And then that, like, it was working for a bit. There were people that were picking up tank, and you saw it for a little bit, but then I realized, wait, these people are just gooners, and they actually suck ass at playing her. So then it was just people who only wanted to play her for her, and they didn't actually, like, take interest in the role of being a fucking proper tank, you know?
Well, it's hard to play.
Here's the thing, and there's another meme, yeah. I see what you did. But, yeah, it's a fucking mess, dude. I don't even know where to fucking begin with that, dude. It's at a point where they gotta change it or it dies, bro. Like, I'm already calling it right now. Like, if they don't make that change, like, as soon as possible, dude, like, people are going to be leaving. Like, I uninstalled the game, so, like, that should already be, like, last time I played it was, like, 3 days ago or some shit. It's like, yeah, I'm done. I made the decision. One day, I played that one ranked game, and I lost. And then it was like, nah, man. I'm not even playing a game I want to play anymore at that point.
Yeah, but I think you're more competitive than the average gamer. So it's like the average fan base of that game is probably just like a lot more competitive than you think.
Yeah, I mean,
Like, I would hate playing the game like for the same reason, but I know for a fact that like we're in the minority to some extent. Maybe it's not like a big minority. Maybe it's like 40%. You know, not like a
yeah.
40%.
I'm really not that competitive, but if the competitive aspect of a game is so shit that it's like literally telling me, yo, you're at the absolute bottom of the rank when I know for a fact that I'm not, it's just like, it's just demoralizing, and it's just like, bro, why even at that point? Why even? It's like, I'm trying to play ranked just to get, because like, the main reason I would play ranked on that game is I just want to see where I'm at. Like, an accurate depiction of where I'm at, right? And then like, when ranked is just a horrible piece of shit that it has me literally like questioning, damn, am I fucking trash at the game? And then I realize, wait, no, it's not me, because I've had times where I've like actually been like the most valuable player of the team, like multiple times. Like I know that like when I'm not being screwed over, I can make a team work. So I'm just like doubting myself, and I'm like having to like answer to myself like, no, I'm not complete garbage. It's just that this fucking game is a pile of dog shit that it makes me feel like a piece of shit. And then that's when I'm just like, yeah, at that point I'm just like I'm not even playing the game how I want to play it, and I'm just like, bro. There was one time where I was fucking venting, fucking group was pissing me off. I was playing a ranked game. I started swearing just on the mic, bro. I just started swearing at Groot. this fucking chick fucking starts being like, yo, like, can you chill? And I'm like, no, I'm here to fucking bat, bro. I'm here to vent. You don't want to hear that shit? Go back to quick play. And she's all like, it's just bronze. And I'm like, exactly. You're proving my point. I'm pissed because I'm stuck in bronze. That's why I'm pissed. I wasn't having any of that, bro. I was so mad. I was like, nah, I don't care if you're telling me to chill. This is ranked, bro. Hey, I expect people to wild out in this fucking mode because this mode is some bullshit. This mode be on some bullshit, dude. Like. Oh no, yeah, definitely. Like when you queue up with people, you gotta make sure you're like similar ranks, because then it can like it screws both of y'all over, because then like you're going against like, because like most games would like try to balance the teams and shit, and so like you're getting people who are still more or less of your skill level, and then your friends are getting people who are like much better than them. So both of y'all like just kind of like shoot yourself.
Yes, exactly. That's the exact problem with that. And like only here recently have like they've been slowly like getting up to speed. So it's like we're all in the same tier now, and like we're winning just a little bit more. There's like a hump that like they're tracking right now, and like we're getting close, but it's just kind of frustrating because I mean you know what I'll do is like I'll watch the game, I'll watch what pros play the game, I practice the game all the time, I do all this stuff or whatever, and then like they come in and they just do whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like, I wish they would do the same thing I'm doing, but like, I put in 2,000 hours into this game, it's very good.
Yeah.
Come on. I need you guys to catch up, please.
Yeah, it depends on what they want to do with the game. I mean, as long as they like solo queue, they should eventually be fine. But they gotta make it a habit of like solo queuing, because if they don't solo queue, then they won't ever make the improvements necessary to like be able to kind of hold their own, basically. So they have to
actually grind the game.
Yeah, it's unavoidable, especially depending on the experience of the game, you know, like how the game does with like rank systems. So I don't know how CSGO kind of handles that. I mean, you probably have like a whole novel and gospel to write about that shit of your own. Just like I fucking.
It's pretty normal. It's a pretty simple system. Like that doesn't happen too much. It's just like in the lower rings, it's a little weird. Like you were mentioning, it's like how like based on how we play and stuff. But other than that, like we don't really run into anything too terrible except for the odds for just because like swerves are gonna come at some point, so there's gonna be just like a moment in time where everything like, oh great, this guy's got 30 kills, this
Yeah, there's no avoiding it. Everybody kind of has to put themselves in like their own little torture chamber. They're like, welcome to hell, basically. Yeah, I remember before I stopped playing this game for a hot minute, edgeguarding Spacies was like one of my main priorities that I was grinding as Mewtwo. So I started doing a lot more like ambitious shit and like just like getting more inventive with the edgeguarding. One of the main ones was doing the down angled forward tilt. That was getting me places, yeah, because for a long time, man, I was struggling edgeguarding Spacies. And then what happened, I remember one time was the most weirdest shit where like I had a good habit. You ever had a good habit and then you randomly just stop doing said good habit? Like you just stop it? You ever have like that moment? So there was an edgeguard chart that I used to have, and then for whatever reason, I picked up an old bad habit, which was like throwing baby shadow balls at a recovering Spacie. And I remember when I stopped doing that at first, the first time I stopped doing it, I was like, yRtR, stop doing that, stop doing that. I stopped doing that, right? I got better, and then for whatever reason, like my muscle memory was like picking that bad habit up again, and it was the most frustrating thing because like I know what I'm doing wrong, and then my muscle memory was just like, no, keep doing it. It looks at a edgeguarding Spacie and it's like, I think a shadow ball would be great here, and I'm like, no, it's not. It's a dog shit idea. Yeah, especially when it comes to Spacies, bro, like, you have to be a complete nerd, bro, like, to fight Spacies. There's no fucking around, dude. There is no fucking around, which is why, like, when I go against, like, randoms on unranked, bro, like, for me to pull out a Fox, bro, like, my Fox on, like, a random, like, unranked person, it's like, bro, you gotta make, like, I'm like, nah, I don't wanna go there, bro, because I don't wanna, like shitify the quality of my Fox on like, I don't wanna taint my Fox on unranked scum, you know, like that, are just like, no, you're probably gonna make my Fox worse, because you're probably gonna give my Fox bad habits. If I'm gonna play my Fox against somebody, it's gotta be somebody that I can at least take somewhat seriously, you know? So like, I'll have these people that are like these Falcons and shit. Like, a lot of times on unranked, I'll run into these Falcons, right? And then, like, I don't know if they're having fun, right? Like, I'm not sure. Like, I'm playing my non-existent character, sometimes my Mewtwo, right? And then I'm like, I'm not sure if this Falcon's having fun, but I know for sure he will not have any fun against my Fox. So I'm just like, I'm just not gonna pick Fox because, like, you know, like, he hasn't given me a reason to. Now, sometimes I run into a cracked Falcon and I'm like, okay, yeah, this one's serious, you know, like, and like, okay, I'll give him the respect, you know? But most of the times it's just some shitter Falcon and I'm just like, bro, this is like, why would I do this to him, bro? I'm just gonna make him quit, like, immediately. Yeah, I mean, they're expressive people. They express their distaste in all kinds of ways. You know, you got the taunters, you got the ones that'll repeat after the move that you're doing. So, you know, I get my down tilters. You know what I'm saying? You know, you get all the flavors of, you know, salty Falcon shenanigans. Yeah, like, come on, bro. Exactly, like, have a little bit of a digital code, you know, like. Yeah. Other than that, they really tried, bro. Again, when I used to play with Spore, bro. He'll be doing this shit where he fucking down. I remember one time he did me so dirty. We're playing Falcon Mewtwo, and then he starts down throwing me into paws, and I'm like, you're an actual piece of shit for doing this, bro. Like, not only is the matchup already bad, but then you gotta do this, like, basically giving me, like, a fucking, this fake-ass chain grab bullshit, bro. Like, what the fuck? And not only is it a fake chain grab, but it's, like, fake chain grab on, like, a potentially real chain grab, because I faced, I don't know if you know Smasher Magazine. You know him? Yeah, so that motherfucker, I remember when he would play with me, he's a fucking counterpicking bitch, bro. He would pick Falcon against my Mewtwo. I'm like, you're such a bitch, bro. He starts chain grabbing me. He somehow does it. He would like chain grab me sometimes with like Falcon's down throw. It's kind of crazy. I'm like, bro, you're murdering me and you're chain grabbing me. You're fucking treating me like a piece of shit, dude. Falcon, a good Falcon, bro. Like someone who knows the matchup and knows what Falcon does to Mewtwo, bro. That shit is like, that is one of the main reasons I had to pick up. It's free. It's fucked, bro. It's actually fucked. Yeah, I've been in. Yeah, Falcon's like the absolute best character at like hitting that tail. Cause most times I don't complain. I will. You never hear me complain about Mewtwo's tail. I'm like, you know, I'm locked in. But like Falcon is the one character that's like, ah man, that motherfucker's got me by my tail. Fuck, dude.
Exactly, like when I hit you by the tail, like with a hard knee, it's like when I'm like reaching out there or something like that after another year or something, then you know it's like, well, every other character would have been able to do this all than you.
I got special gifts for you. No, yeah, the 0 to deaths are easy, man. Mewtwo can return it, but you have to be playing like, so like, it's just, Falcon does it so much more easier than Mewtwo, that it's like, that's the main reason. Like, it's, the matchup is bad just because Falcon kills Mewtwo super fast. Falcon's not stopping Mewtwo from doing anything. Mewtwo can play his game, he doesn't like anti-air Mewtwo or anything, he just kills him that fast. That's like, yeah, the matchup is like 70-30 just because of how fast you die. If it wasn't for that, like if he actually survived, then the matchup wouldn't be that bad. Probably still Falcon favored maybe, but like it'd be like 55 or some shit, you know? But it's because Falcon just kills him so fast that like you get one tap by the character that it's like, that's like, ah, you could kill Falcon too, but you know, you gotta be smoking the Reaper to do that. Whereas him, he just nares you and he can kill you off of a nair. I'm not, I think I should probably, maybe, now that, like, whatever, like, I'm kind of at odds with, like, okay, well, what do I do now, like, terms of, like, game, to be playing and streaming, right? So now I'm kind of like, I don't know, maybe I should get back into, like, streaming and commentating on SBY, I guess, you know? I'm thinking about that. I don't know if they still do them though. I gotta see it. Yeah. Andrew told. Huh?
I can't stand the commentating anymore. Like,
Yeah.
I'd love to do it if like people wanted to stream their matches and stuff. I'm just tired of dealing with like, you know, what we call it, the players.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Andrew, you know Andrew, right? Yeah, I think he told me that he like now does his tournaments on Fridays, so I might hit him up next week. See how that goes. Be like, well, he's streaming, might as well talk some shit, I guess. Well, not in a bad way, but you know. I have no no idea how the PRs and look like. What are the top players? I would imagine there's not much change, but maybe there's some new heads. There's always new people coming up in this game, so I've been under. I've been.
When it comes to the scene,
Oh yeah, no, that's no difference here, bro. Leave me.
like I watched, there was a Bounds tournament or something. I watched that.
Oh
For a
yeah.
little bit. That was about it. Like, I got on his ass. Who cares? I'm tired of being a lizard usually. And then I'm going like, people think I don't got it anymore. People think I don't got it. Yeah, you're gonna win like a couple tournaments, you know, a year, maybe like 5, but there's a lot of them. But it's
Yeah.
like you're never gonna be number 1 again, and I'm just tired of hearing about you, like, talk about how you're like still the best or the GOAT or whatever when you're just a good player. Like there's a difference.
Oh, you're tired. Oh, you're tired of Mango's shit, is what you're saying.
Yeah, just like that's all he does is like he says the same crap over and over again. And he's like, oh, this year I'm gonna really grind, I'm gonna really do this, blah 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 blah, and then he starts to do good, and then he just drops off. And it's like, cool. Or like he starts to do terrible, which is actually he does that more than anything. But like,
Yeah.
he starts to do terrible, then he ends it like better, but like he's still never gonna be number 1. And
Yeah.
it's like, I just wish he'd like shut up and stop talking like
The thing is,
the whole time anymore.
yeah. The thing is to be the best, consistency outweighs like explosiveness. And he's an explosive player. So like if you're an explosive player, you're inherently not going to be like the best player because you're not consistent. That's how he's always been. You know, so like he's just at an inherent disadvantage when it comes to that argument, which is why like you have more people often saying, you know, if anyone was the GOAT, it was Armada because Armada had that consistency, you know? Like, I mean, like, when, like, there are times where, you know, like, I think about it at my level, too, you know, like, at the level that I'm at, I'm like, I can see it because, like, sometimes I would compare, like, I would run comparisons between me and Rambler, right? And, like, I'm kind of like, well, you know, like, even though me and Rambler go, like, toe-to-toe and we go, like, 50-50, right? I would still probably say, since he grinds the game more and, like, he kind of beats other players more consistently than I do, he's by proxy, like, slightly better than me, you know what I'm saying? Because he's more focused on consistency. I'm more like, I just kind of, like, I try to be consistent, bro, but I bust her out, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I bust her out. I would just lose randomly to people I have no business to. So I would penalize myself with that. I would be like, I can't be better than someone who's more consistent than me, even though I have like an even record with them. You know what I mean? Because they're beating people more consistently than I do. So I just like whenever Rambler like sees himself just above me, I never get mad because I'm like, yeah, because he's more consistent. And it's the same idea as the top players. Like, Armada's always been more consistent than Mango, so that's why he's always been favored. So it's like, yeah, you can be, like, it doesn't mean you're worse than Armada, it just means you're just not always on the conversation of, like, you're not a reliable bet. It's just all it is. It's just like,
No, I mean,
he gets
I
to...
do think that Mango is probably the greatest of all time, and he's still, like, a way better player. Like, we can talk about how good Armada was or whatever, but I think Mango just flat out won harder against harder opponents and everything. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I think, well, I will say probably Mango didn't win against probably one of the hardest opponents, which was against the Prime Hungry Box, but like, I don't know, like, Armada was one of the only people that was able to beat him. So, if we're talking about maybe the hardest matchup, I would say Armada definitely.
Yeah,
It's just like overall. It's like,
yeah, it's just really complicated because there's all kinds of factors for this. Like, definitely if we're talking about like explosive, like capability wise, like, oh yeah, Mango's like at the tippy top right there. He's like capable of all kinds of crazy shit, right? But yeah, I mean, there's just all kinds of factors to it. Like, being number one means that you have to stay number one. It's not no fucking, oh yeah, you know, I have the ability to be, you know, that's kind of like, there's a lot of...
I mean, I hate that, that's a part of the discussion too. It's like, I didn't build it, like, I can do it, these kids don't know. It's like,
Uh-huh.
It's like everybody will talk about like Johnny's amazing, Johnny's so good, blah 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 blah. Johnny has never won anything in his entire life, and it's the most frustrating thing. We can talk about how amazing Johnny is as a player. At the end of the day, it's like Johnny's losing to people he shouldn't be losing to, and he's not winning any tournaments.
Yeah.
And it boggles my mind because I want to see like Johnny win. I want to see him be able to be the player that everybody thinks he is, you know?
Yeah.
And like actually win something, but he's just never going to do it. I definitely don't think he's going to do it now since he has a job and stuff.
Yeah. Did he end up getting another editor? I would assume.
No, I think he might have now, but like I think he just
He just stopped. Yeah.
And like, he just never posted them or anything. So, I assume he just got busy. And like,
Yeah, he has a job, yeah, right? Or is he like full-time streamer type shit?
no, yeah, he's got a full-time job.
Oh, okay. Probably accounting or some boring shit, I don't know. I'm talking at you that I was like, what is it that you do? He's like, oh, accounting. I'm like, that's boring. I was like, that's boring. He's like, yeah, I know, but he was like, yeah, I know, but you know, Melee doesn't pay the bills, so I mean, you know.
Let's talk about your retirement.
I mean, you know, Chuda looks out for the homies. He's always like, I always see people in his chat like, hey, should I pick up this game? And he's like, nope, do not pick up this game. I'm only playing this game because I've been playing it for so long, but I do not recommend it. I mean, I don't know where to begin with Melee. Melee's kind of in a rough spot right now with the whole, you know, how many incidents are going on in a row, and then it's like, oh, well, you know, everything will be fine. And it's like, well, it won't be fine because if people don't, like, change their ways about how they control the community, then it's kind of like, it's kind of dog shit at that point, you know? Because people just gotta change, certain, it's just the whole, you know, like excluding a dude for the dumbest reason, that shit needs to stop. Like, it's like, okay, is someone an actual piece of shit? Okay, yes, cancel. Yes.
It's like politics to him. Yeah, that's fine. I feel like to begin with because you can't have like what was a full harassment campaign over one single player.
Yeah.
Take them out and be like literally tell them, okay, you can't do that.
Yeah.
Let's ban him for a while.
Yeah.
Right? But like, we should also not just say that like can't do anything anymore ever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man,
That's kind of weird.
that's the fuck
Like,
part,
we
man.
should have a little bit more responsibility. We should we should be able to distinguish between like how serious something is and how much like I don't know. We should give people second chances. That's basically what I'm saying.
Especially, bro, I learned, like, I thought Hacks was like, when he passed or whatever, and people were talking about it, I thought he was like 38 or some shit, and then I learned that he was only 30. And I was like, man, that is insane. That is bonkers. Someone with a whole future ahead of them, they fucking, you know, like, that's, I don't know what to say about that, dude, like. And it just makes it more messed up because, like, here's the thing, that there are people that can, like, if you fucking, like, ban me from the scene and you cancel my ass from Melee, like, I'll just move on to another game. Like, you and I both know, and you as well, right? Like, we will just move on. But, like, they should already know with, like, a dude like Hacks, they should already know by, like, what he's done and, like, his history that it's like, no, like, if we kick him out, like, he's not going anywhere. Like, he's proved, like, he has proven that, like they could take him out of the scene and he's still gonna want to go, you know, like he's still gonna want to be a part of it. Like, he will not leave. So that should already be a clear indication, like, man, like, let's give him a chance, because like he's a different, like, they need to take people like on a case by case basis, like see that, like, okay, he's not exactly like as mentally stable as your average player, so like maybe we should cut him some slack, you know? Whereas like a dude like me or you, like, it's like, yeah, that nigga will probably move on and pick up another game, whatever, like, it's not a big deal, whatever. But Hacks, it's like, bro, come on, man.
Like, he's done so much.
Exactly, it's like, bro, you
see him, he's at the box, like, come on.
Yeah, bro, it's...
There was like there was like a question in mind
wait, what? A Hydra?
What's the presidential mountain thing where president
Mount Olympus or something? Oh.
There's like a Mount Rushmore pit, like you put access over here.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, for sure. I don't know if Soup saw the fucking, but he did have a lot of shit to say about the Hax's shirt. I don't think he saw. I think he was too mad to even, like, I told him about it too. I was like, oh, did you see the VODs? And he was like, what fucking VODs, man? Fuck them VODs. I was like, I see them, bro. He's like, man, I know what he was just like, I already know what I need to know, bro. Like, there's nothing more to be discussed. I was like, alright.
I think part of the problem is, like, Melee doesn't have like a central governing body to where we can make decisions. You know, it's like football or like sports in general. They have they have commissioners, right? They have people that are the heads of the game, you know, that oversee rules, regulations, stuff like that, right? We don't have that. We're a stupid little community that wants to be bigger and bigger. Like, we don't take things seriously, and there's no like sympathy. There's no people in charge or person in charge to where like they can make decisions for the grand scale of man. Like, we barely have rule sets. Like,
Oh, hey, Knock.
didn't take it to get Mobile banned, you know, and then like some places didn't get it, and everybody started, you know, like the box. Like, why did we have, like, for the longest time we had this decision on whether or not the box was
Yeah.
ridiculous. You know, like, for Counter-Strike, there was a new keyboard that a software company, or like a tech company, they released.
Yeah, real life,
where it would make the mechanic in the game a lot easier to do. And a lot of pros, like, the first thing they heard about it was like, this is basically a cheated keyboard because it's basically part of the learning of the game. This is basically Eclair, Valve, they said, if you use this in a tournament, you're going to get banned. If you use this online or whatever, in a matchmaking game or anything like that, we'll know, and then you won't be able to play the game. Like, it was a need, but like, it's been going on years now that like you can't make a single decision about anything. Like, it's crazy.
Oh man, this white noise coming from the fucking mic is awful. What the fuck? Dog shit. I don't know what happened there.
I think one of the main reasons, there's like a few big reasons why I don't like playing Melee anymore. One is like, I'm getting tired of the people in my community in general. Like,
Oh yeah.
I'm getting tired of people like Mango, just like constantly just talk shit all the time. Not like,
You know, it's actually kind of. Oh, this mic is getting too much noise. Hold on, give me a second, Dev. Give me a second. Ow. God damn. This is doing so much. Testing. Oh shit, there's so much noise. This mic is tripping, bro. I don't know what's going on, but yeah, as I was saying, it's kind of crazy because it used to be, you know, one of the Bengals supporter boys, you know what I'm saying? And now hearing you saying this, I'm like, oh shit, fucking 180 boys. Stupid. I mean, how about both? You know, let's say both. Let's say both. Is that conversation still going on? Is that conversation still happening? What the fuck? Pretty embarrassing. And then it gives this whole thing of like, oh, but those are actually kind of good against these. I'm like, no, he's not, bro. This makes his body in, bro. No, he's not. Stop talking out your ass. The moment you put like pressure on that motherfucker, it's over. It's just like people, I don't know. It just depends on the. As soon as, like I said, if the meta gets more aggressive, that's it. DK's just not a thing anymore. He only rose because the meta's gotten so defensive. That's the only reason. That's the only real reason why people started playing like passive fucking bitches. That it became a thing, and then it's like, well, I mean, if you're not gonna approach him and he charges your charge, then you know what else? You know, just kidding. The girl from Pro Caliber. Wait, what? Welcome back. Just kidding. Yes, they're just. I don't. Well, what are you talking about, Nod? wait, are you referring to who the fuck I think you're referring to, you fucking bitch? I know you're not referring to Magic. Are you, fucking bitch? But you got that Soul Calibur too. That's stupid, she's in love with. Don't say I told you though, okay? Just hush, like, secret between me and you, alright? That is totally not here. Saying welcome back to Melee, but just kidding. You're referring to that character. Yeah, you were. I knew. Yeah, I mean, you don't have to explain it to me. There's no need. I understand you here.
Versus Fox.
Probably every season of that Marvel Rivals game is like 3 months. So that's this season just dropped. Every season, the pace it is right now is every season has like 2 characters, like, you know, 1 for each half. So there's well, you say that, but then, you know, it is Marvel. Marvel, you know, does have quite the cast, and I want you to release the game, so I ain't got no problem with it. All they want until, you know, that character comes out, they must start playing, you know. But supposedly, there's gonna be something interesting. They're gonna have a fucking, like a flying healer. So you know how like Iron Man is like flying? They're gonna have like a flying healer. That's the next character that's gonna come out with it. They does not have a flying healer supposedly, I've never heard of this character. Supposedly Ultron. Huh? Yeah, I mean, I've never heard of Ultron either. I mean, there's a lot of characters that are on there that I didn't know exist. Like, I didn't know Magic exists. No. He must have been like an assist or something, like in the first one maybe. But not like... The only Marvel game that I ever seen, the only Marvel movie that I saw was the Endgame one. That's the only one that I saw, that was pretty good. Yeah, that's the only movie. Wait, the first one? Oh, it can't be, definitely not the second one, so you're probably talking about the first one or you're talking about either the second one or the third one. I know fucking Bucky's bitch ass is in the third one. Cause I know I seen him do that stupid gun again. The thing where like the wires come out of his fucking arm and shit. That dumbass motherfucker. I guess not. I mean, it's a lot more fun than disappointment of I wonder what happened to the guy who was developing the fucking midnight. I need to hit him up sometime. Messing with this game again. If he ever updated the shit. Wait, but wait, was it Luke that said? Do you know the name of the person who said that, or what? Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't think much of it though, because it is Lucan. You know, he's very clueless about the same stuff that comes out of his mouth. Yeah, so he's just like, you know, he just tries to like, he means well, so like he doesn't do it.
No, I know about your school. So it's like one of those things where it's like, maybe he did it in our
He's I played the other day. I played with Questmaster. I actually need to remember to play that again. It's a cool like Zelda kind of game. Apparently, he told me like it just has one developer. Like it's just like an indie game and only one developer is making it. So like I was playing with him and I was making a map and I was like really into it. And then like I couldn't save it. So then I was like, well, what do we do? And he was like, oh, I'll hit up the, he was like, oh, I'll hit up the dev, maybe the dev will fix that. Still kind of waiting for him to, like, give me, like, a potential update on, like, okay, like, is that, like, the dev gonna get to it, or do I probably have to end up, like, buying the game myself? The game's interesting. I might, it's like, I forgot how much it was. It's like $20. But I don't know. I'm a little hesitant. I don't want to like buy a game and then like, cause you know like sometimes you buy a game for a friend and then they just stop playing it and then it's like, well, all right, I guess I just gotta wait till I done. I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to. repeat that kind of situation.
Yeah, it's like, dude, $50-$60 game, I'm never gonna buy it. So I can play it for like 2 weeks and never get it on your game.
It's only happened to me a few times, but the few times that it happened to me, it's kind of like, yeah, I'm not gonna get this time.
And then it just feels like games are kind of like dead. Like, I don't know, it's just like weird. Like, everybody's like, it's just, man, it's just terrible.
I start thinking like, man, am I just old and unimaginative or something, bro? Like, am I just an old crank? And then I'm like, no, because I'm fucking trying to open my mind to these new games, and the new games just fucking suck that hard. That like even the younger generation is like, yo, these games suck ass. Like I even seen younger generation of people being like, yo, do you know like a game that doesn't suck? Well, yeah, I know one. It's just old. It's probably older than you.
What's the game that you can play? Like just a good game, like you just want to chill and you know, and I really didn't think, because like the first thing I thought of was just like a game I could play like forever. And I'm like, well, what can I do that with my life? I know it's like a chill game. And the same thing like for Matter of Fact, like I can play it forever, but it's chill. And then like, so I like it's not competitive. Maybe binge up to like it's not like
Yeah. Definitely games with a little bit of digging that can fill that kind of niche. It's just that they don't come up enough. Cause like again, it depends on the mood. Cause sometimes you're in like specific chill moods. Like you're like you want a chill game, but like you also kind of want to fit another niche. So like for me, a lot of times what happens with Melee is like I kind of want to like chill sometimes with Melee, but then sometimes I'm just like I just want to press some fucking buttons. That's what happens. So then sometimes I have both of those niches where I'm like, I want to chill and press buttons, and then that's really where I'm just like kind of fucking around like I am now, you know? So it's like you end up treating like a would-be competitive game in some other way, and then you think that it's like chill, and it's like, no, this game is toxic as fun. Make no mistake. It's just I'm in a specific mood that this game just so happens to like kind of itch, you know? That's just kind of how it is. If it wasn't for this game's amazing movement, I would not touch this game at all. It's just that this game is very therapeutic. Like, I just want to do sick shit. Fucking, you know, press buttons like a crackhead. If it wasn't for that, bro, I would not touch it. I would still not be touching this game if it wasn't for that. That literally alone is like what? No, I killed myself doing that. Yeah. I forget. I completely forget that YouTube has a legit up smash. I completely forget that so many times, and then I remind myself, wait, he has an up smash. Super's always calling Vayne a pussy. How do you feel about that? Huh? Sue. There's no context. I'm like, but why is he a pussy? He's just like, cause he just is. So, do you have more like, you know, more information to provide on why that might be? There's no context. He just said, cause he is, he's a pussy. I'm like, but there needs to be a reason. fucks with Mango, so like, you know, and then I tell him, oh, well, why do you fuck with Mango? I mean, he'll give me a reason for that. He'll go on a fucking whole novel because, you know, Mango, you know, he's real about it, you know, and all this fucking things. But now I'm gonna rattle his cage. I'm gonna tell him what you said about Mango. He'll probably give me. I'll report back to you what he says.
I mean, it's not like everything about him. It's just like it's talking about the players. I just can't stand like I can't stand what he represents anymore. Like it's not like I just wish he would go. It feels like there's back. Like we're talking about winning and win like that.
Like you could just be like you know, you could just he could just simply take the self what's it called, the self where you know, like you just insult yourself as a player. You're just like, I'm old, I'm washed. You could just grace yourself with that. Yeah, there you go. Like he could take it that route, but then I guess I don't know. I mean that what from what you're telling me. It sounds like the dude is growing a little bit of an ego, right? That's kind of what it seems like.
It's like, I mean, you're a top player, you gotta have a bit of ego. At the same time, I don't think there's but,
yeah, I wouldn't think there's because he's always been kind of like one of the more like, oh, you know, like he's always been like not afraid to say like, I'm shit at the game.
I feel like you just need to, like, instead of saying, like, yeah, these kids don't know I can win or whatever, like, I guess, like, he has some haters, so he's, like, addressing confidence. That's where I kind of feel like some of the haters are people, like, me, that are just like, hey, buddy, we know you can win, but you're not going to be the best. Like, you're always going to be good. You're, like, you are the good, you're always going to be good.
Oh yeah, for sure, cause like he has definitely earned the title through like his timelessness. Like he's been good for so many years that has definitely right there insolidated, in my opinion, his GOAT status. Like because he's been good for so many years.
Like it's not the biggest gripe, it's just like you know, it's just like come on, bro. Right. I've heard the same story over and over again every year.
Who will survive?
Oh, you can hear Sue from here?
I was just saying, I thought I heard.
Yeah, he's talking. I think he's playing Chernobyl or some shit. Or he's either playing Chernobyl or he's playing like I think he's playing like this hardcore mode. Does what's it called? Do you know about Apex Legends? I think he's playing because the character he's playing looks like they're from Apex Legends, but he's playing this like hardcore mode where he's like trying to like jump this wall. Is that in Apex? Oh, okay.
I think it's like some games have like it's like a
Like obstacle course, like time to play some Mario, bitch. Yeah, I think he's doing something like that. He's like climbing these walls and shit. Young Link players really disappoint me when they play the way that they play, bro. Because like Young Link could actually be like aggressive, and he could actually use his tools, his projectiles to like approach. And they just sit there and they just like, I want you to approach. It's like, bro, you can throw a rang or bomb at me and come at me because I still gotta worry about the shit you're throwing at me. Like, you can come in. I'm not stopping you from coming in. They'll just sit there and just like, I want you to come. Like, I mean, I'm Mewtwo. I could just teleport over to your ass. It's not like it's a problem. You know, it's like it's just, they're so smooth brain when they play Young Link. They're like, oh, I got a cancer annoy. It's like, you can, but you're not gonna have, I mean, you're not gonna have any friends. Like, oh, I wanted to see it. Sometimes I like to do that to like mix up my opponent. I like wavelet, like I get hit and then I just waveland. Sometimes that'll throw off my opponent. I've been doing that lately. They'll be like, he wouldn't think I'd do this. He'd think I'd throw out an attack. And I just waveland. And they're like, oh, they just look at me like, I didn't think he was gonna do that.
It's so hard sometimes. Just like,
Who will survive?
it's sometimes hard to think like that.
I haven't seen Fire Shooter forever, bro. I think that's been like, oh yeah? He's definitely not playing melee. I doubt it. I'd be surprised.
Yeah, I was just saying, he is.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. I don't blame him. Probably into some other game, or probably not into games at all. Who knows? It's just, it is bad, bro. Like if you don't know about old games, bro, like you're kind of cooked, to be honest. It's just like all the modern games are just like trying to copy each other. There's no originality. Kind of seen one, you see them all. So that's why it like hurts me so much that Marvel Rivals has taken the ugly turn that it has. Because it was like, man, it was like the legit only, it was my modern game. That was it. I thought I was set. And then I hope, but you know why I'm so scared and skeptical? Because I've seen shit happen like this to games and they don't recover. And then by the time they make improvements, it's like, bro, the damage has already been done. You guys waited too long, you know, like it's done, bro. Like the game's already done. So that's what I fear. Those are things that can happen. You know what I'm saying? The moment people are like, oh, you know, I'm packing my bags, and then they're like, oh, you know, fucking season 3.5, we finally did it. It's like, nah, people are long gone by that time, bro. You gotta fix it right now. We finally fixed the ranking system. You guys can actually, you know, we have placement options. The game's just dead as fuck by the time they announced that. They're just like, alright, well, I guess we're just gonna stop doing DLC stops and everything. They have so much room, bro. They have, so, you know, it has a whole life ahead of it, like full of seasons and all kinds of shit.
Yeah, no, like, so that's one thing I like.
who was it that you said your friend plays? Marvel Rivals? Oh yeah. No, yeah. When you play, so the thing is, when you play DPS, you probably play like a good 7 or 9 characters, because DPS characters are often the ones that get banned and they get banned in the higher ranks and shit. So if you're doing if you're like a DPS kind of guy, you definitely gotta pick more characters than say like a tank would or a healer, because your characters are generally eating more bans and stuff, and there's more like counter pick situations. So here's the thing: you think Melee's a counter pick game? Ooh boy, you haven't heard anything, bro, because that Marvel Rivals is counter pick city. Like that game. Yeah, it's very, yeah, it's fucked. So there are literally like just seasons and metas where it's just like, oh, I just cannot play the character that I want to play at all because everyone's constantly picking the counter picks to my character. So like, Stoop's been suffering that with he plays Penny, and so like season 2 has not been nice at all to Penny. So he's just been kind of like, well, my character is pretty much effectively shit because I can't even use that character. Not because the character is shit, but because the characters that people constantly play are fucking, characters that aren't really nice to her, and they play in a play style of which, like, that she's not really allowed to do what she normally would want to do and stuff, I mean, like, don't let me discourage you. Because, like, if anything, you can at least, like, learn the game while it's bad, and then hopefully it gets better. Huh?
It's gonna be my chill game.
Yeah. So, like, there is quick play. You can hop on quick play with them, and then that's where, yeah.
Like, I've played it some already. I've tried out all the characters. Just a little bit,
Yeah, you told me that you're...
When I felt the most comfortable with this cap.
Just
because I feel like I can do a little bit of everything, so I guess, but...
Okay. You told me you were trying to try out Mr. Fantastic. Supposedly, this is his season, bro. Like, this is like, people are like saying like he's top tier in this season. So if you're gonna try him, might as well try him out now. They might nerf him real soon. I don't know. They're really weird about the nerfs, man. The nerfs just come in fast and strong and very sudden. That's how they like to do things. Just very random and sporadic and stuff. Doesn't seem like it doesn't seem like the nerfs on characters have much reason most of the time. It's just like, whoa, this nerf just kind of feels kind of random. So like, I said one time, like, it feels like certain characters just have like developer like biases, where like they'll just get buffed and then like, hey, this character is some bullshit, so like you guys might want to change that, and then they just never change it. They never reverse the buff. They're like, fuck you, we like this character, so fuck you. Some fucking Sakurai Marth shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, where it's like, why is Marth bullshit? And it's like, and then if you look at how, like the history of, and then you fucking read, oh, Sakurai just liked Marth and he thought he was fun. I'm like, bro, what the fuck was this guy smoking? Marth is fun. Get the fuck. Marth is fun, dude. Can you, I sound toxic, but I'm just saying, bro, it's just like, ooh, big sword guy. Do Falcons do that? I think it's like, I feel like it's a... Cause I feel like it's a me thing, bro. Cause sometimes I be moving too fast for my own characters, and then I do that a lot. I will remember never to ever try to piece together, because I remember I forgot. I think I told you about it, right? I literally forgot to ledge dash when I was trying to piece together. I remember I was asking myself, how the fuck do I not forget how to ledge dash? Like, I could just not touch the game and just still ledge dash. And then I started thinking about how I do it, and then because I was thinking about how I do it, I forgot it. So then, ever since then, I was like, you know what? Never ask yourself how you do it. Just do it, bro. It's like, you learn how to ledge dash, and it's like learning how to ride a bike. Like, just don't question the process. It's just, you can do it now. That's it. You never have to learn that ever again. This is an even matchup. This is an even matchup. In this percent. Oh, now it's not. No, I was trying to edge cancel that. I'm stupid. Alright, rambly time. Hopefully this isn't crash. I think I got some skins that be doing some fun shit.
Hell yeah.
Like, for whatever reason, some of these other skins that I have just fucking randomly crash the fucking game. Oh, don't oh, I'm nutted. So which of the healers interests you? Which of the healer characters interest you in Marvel Rivals? Because you got your tank, which is Cap, and then you got your DPS, which is fantastic. I mean, he's pretty much another tank. Huh? Yeah, he's pretty much another tank, but he is classified as a DPS. Yeah, he's in the DPS class. He might as well be a tank. A lot of people say that he might as well be a tank. Because he does DPS-like things. Because, you know, he's got like a lot of range on his moves, and then he like a lot of fantastic players like to go for the back line, which is a very DPS kind of thing. You know, they go for the healers and shit, and then, you know, next thing you know, it's like, what the fuck is this fucking stupid ass Mr. Fantastic doing in the back of the healer? Somebody take care of him. And then everybody's like, well, I fucking can't because he has the health of a fucking cow, dude. Like, he's like, he's a problem, dude. He's annoying as shit. got cool ass. He's got this cool ass skin though. This like comic skin that he has. Like looks really cool. Where he's like in a space like suit or whatever. Really cool. Jeff is fun. I learned to play the game with him. I still play him from time to time. I moved on to Loki. Yeah. I moved on to Loki. Loki's really sick, but it's kind of sad sometimes because his ult is when he copies another character and he uses their ultimate. And sometimes I'm just in this dog shit situation where I'm playing Loki, and I'm looking at my team, and I'm just like, my fucking team comp is dog shit, and I don't want to turn into any one of these fuckers. They're all playing characters that I hate playing as. So that's kind of the problem with him, is that like if you end up in a team that like you don't like any other characters, like you don't like any other transformation options that you have, it's kind of like, well, you're kind of shit out of luck. Look, I'm cosplaying. You know what's funny? The fucking clip where stupid ass Bobby Big Balls starts mimicking Martha. He's like, guess who I am? And then he just gets like a bat or something. He just starts doing the up-tilt motion. You know what I'm talking about? That one's funny. That one's always funny. Taco players have the best friends, dude. When they talk shit about another character, they're always the ones that you'll be getting golden buckles. Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me. It always comes down to that, man. Like, for most tacos, it's kind of unavoidable. Dick stops working because you're not playing any easy character to give your hands a fucking break because you realize both of them are fucking hard. thing is that he edge guards Falcon and Ganon really well. As Falcon or Ganon, you just don't want to get off stage pretty much at all. Roy is also stupid, just bad stupid. But he can be really cool. It just depends on the. The thing is, you can always counter. It's always about the player, bro. Like there are players who even make Mewtwo look lame as fuck, and they just go for grabs all the time. And it's like,
I mean, I think that too, but I also do think that, like, sometimes the character is just, you know, if you want to win a tournament, that's just what you have to do. Like, that's just how the character plays. You know, I think, like, Sheik's a big thing like that. It's like, no, you want to win with Sheik, you just gotta go be the lamest person in the world to win with Sheik.
I mean, I like the, you know, I'll show it the next match. She has cool tech though that I've seen certain Sheiks go for. I remember Lincoln sometimes will go for like the double poof shit. You know what I'm talking about? The double poof up B from the ledge, like that's really cool. You can use that in like cool ways and all that. Definitely are cool things to do with Sheik, it's just that most of them resort to the obvious. Again, I remember talking to somebody about, like, you know, Melee and, you know, whatever, this and that, and I think we had gone over it as well. It's just like, the thing with the game is that you have to master the art of the defense in the game, which is the lane part, and then once you're good at that and understanding the defense, that's when you can start being more aggressive. Which is how, like, players like Mango have made it work, because they're so good at understanding the defense that then they could make the more aggressive play styles work, you know?
Well, I think, yeah, because, like, he comes from a background of love, right? It's like, he had to make the hook work.
Yeah.
And then once the hook worked, then,
Yeah,
he knew just, like, you know what, I can be aggressive with the hook, and then once he went to that, he's like, okay, now I can just do whatever I want to with anybody.
Yeah.
And then he talks, you know, he's talked before, like, many times about how, like, the aggressive way he plays didn't work, so then for him to win, he had to use it,
Yeah.
to become more defensive.
Yeah. That's how it is. Watching your opponent and stuff. Because you can be good at pressing buttons. You can be real good at pressing buttons. But it's about watching your opponent more. So, you know, Melee you can make it work on the offensive scale, but it's just, you have to get through the annoying part of knowing why defense is so good the way that it is, what with SDI and all that. You know, ledge intangibility, all that crap, all that jargon. And then just looking at defensive play and be like, yeah, I know why he's doing it. One of the big knockers is crouch cancel. That's one of the big ones that even I to this day have to still kind of like, I still have to actively remind myself. Because I've definitely had several people tell me like, oh, you've got the movement and you've got like the combos and you've got the punish and you've got everything, but you don't have, you're not crouch canceling. That's what I've had people tell me. Fucking True That was one of them too. He was like, bro, you'd be so much better if you got into crouch canceling. And I'm like, yeah, but crouch canceling's for pussies. And he's like, yeah, but you have to use it so that you understand it. And I'm like, yeah, that is true.
It's definitely one of those things that becomes gross. Otherwise, he was being abused by characters.
Donkey Kong versus
Like Sheik.
Captain Falcon.
Will survive.
I mean, at least of melee you have control over understanding, okay, what I did wrong. Rather than playing fucking lottery ticket. And like, I hope. I mean, I don't know what the fuck they were smoking when they made when they made Marvel Rivals fucking, you know, EOMM, which is like engagement, you know, matchmaking. It's like, bro, what's wrong with skill based? Like, what the fuck, dude? I don't know. I really don't know. Like, it's a good question. It's like, why are you not making things skill based? Like, why are you saying, oh, because maybe good players will not. Like, bro, you could tell. Like I played Call of Duty games, so I know what it is to be in skill based matchmaking. And you know, like the complaint usually that goes for that is like, oh, but you're not able to tell when you're improving. It's like, yes, you are able to tell you're improving because when you're playing up against better players, you can look at the kill cam and you can be like, oh, I got killed by this cracked ass motherfucker. I must be getting better for somebody like this to be killing me. So it's like, it's not hard to tell, like, when you're skill-based matchmaking, to tell, like, the bracket of skill that you're evolving into, like, and then, like, that's the argument, because it's like, oh, but you're supposed to tell when you're improving. It's like, bro, you have you have a set of eyes, right? You have them, right? Yeah, okay, you can see the kill cam, so there's no problem with that. Skill-based matchmaking is, like, it's how you do things. And MMR, like, matchmaking, it's like, okay, a majority of the winning teams games, okay, you're in a majority of the teams that win, right? Okay, so you must be pretty good, right? Instead of it being like so obsessed with like perform. Because the thing is, man, I don't know if you played Overwatch, but I guess like, cause like apparently Overwatch also has this problem where like the stats like at the end of the game are like inaccurate and they're like very misleading to like who actually did good. You know what I'm saying?
It's an issue
So that's currently going on with Marvel Rivals. So then like it gives people like a really distorted way of looking at what they're supposed to be doing. You know, it gives them it just starts encouraging like bad habits. Like instead of stuff that gets you the win, it encourages you to do stuff that will lose you the game. And so as a result, what you get is you get a lot of people thinking that they're doing good, right? Like, oh, you know, but I got all these kills, but it's like those kills don't really mean anything because they're not doing things that will actually help like the team stay alive so that they can keep the objective, right? And so then they're like flaming their fucking team and everything, and it's like, bro, you're not actually like doing what is needed. Like, yes, you're killing, but you're not killing. You're not making, because there's like important kills, and then there's kills that like mean less, you know. And that's the context that people don't like understand, you know. Like, they don't get the context of that whole thing. So like, bro, if you wanna like, if you're playing. Like, if you're playing for KD, then play Call of Duty, you know what I'm saying? Like, just play COD or some shit, like an actual FPS where, like, KD is actually, you know, like in a real deathmatch game, like, when you die, you like watching the replay of your kill cam like is like optional. You know, like you could instantly respawn. In a game like that, yeah, because you're not being penalized for dying. But in a game like, you know, Rivals, I don't know if Overwatch is like that too, but in a game like Rivals, like you're punished heavily for dying because when you die in Rivals, you have to watch the replay and then you get respawned on the other side of on the other side of the map. So like you're heavily punished for dying. So you have to carry a different mindset when you're fucking when you're trying to do good because you're prioritizing surviving over getting a lot of kills. And so what happens is a lot of people carry this whole like team deathmatch fucking mentality. Like in a game where it's like, no, you're actually rewarded for staying alive rather than going for kills more, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's actually stupid. No, apparently you don't. Like, apparently it's just you get a bunch of like team death obsessed, you know, team deathmatch obsessed motherfuckers, and then they're like, oh, but I wonder why I'm losing so much. And then you look at how they play, and then they play very selfishly and just very like, oh, you know, I don't care about you guys, but you know, you guys can do whatever the fuck you want. I'm gonna do me, you know. It's like, all right, well, reap what you sow, I guess. recent thing that I was doing. Ledge dash into wave shine up smash or something. I was doing. That's a recent thing, so that's out of my muscle memory. That's a really important thing to be doing. That's the thing that was one of my most recent thoughts.
Versus Captain Falcon.
Who will survive?
Okay, I'm losing control. Goddamn, I'm playing a fucking slideshow.
Finish.
Okay, I think I'm done. It's too much left.
Yeah, I don't know why I got out of there. Maybe I have to delete some stuff from my computer, but I mean, it's been a while since I booted this shit up.
I mean, no, we were playing like totally fine.
Yeah, it's a slippy thing. Remember when, like, as you're playing, it like saves replays and shit.
Oh.
Yeah, it could be that. It's been like that for me historically before. So. But it was a good switch.
Absolutely. When I actually play again, been too long.
If you still have Lucas Discord, you can let him know that you want to play grids and doubles. Hit him up about doubles. He's a fan about doubles.
I think I'm good though.
So, if you feel like doing that or doing the midnight shit, he also plays. I don't know what version he has though. We all probably have different versions of it. We'd have to see which is like the latest version, and then we could probably run it.
Yeah.
But he would have to get in. He would have to get in touch with the Matt Hoover guy.
Yeah. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna chill for a minute.
When do you what?
It needs, man.
Yeah, when do you think you're gonna play Marvel Rivals? Are you gonna stream it?
No, I won't stream it.
No, what? Do it. Do it so so I could.
I remember been on Twitch. I have been on, the only time I've ever been on Twitch was like talk to you as sparingly as I did. Like I just don't get on Twitch anymore at all. I've been making YouTube videos though.
Oh, okay,
I've
yeah.
been making like character videos. I wrote and filmed a video for my other channel, the one where I did the movie stuff or whatever. I'm gonna try and do a change of video on that channel, so I don't know when that video is gonna come up, but I got a lot of work to do on it. So. But you'll watch that, you'll be like, wow, he's like a real YouTuber.
Make it real professional, you know what I mean? Give it all
Exactly.
your videos, yeah, I mean, it's all about that, you know, having the presentation. Well, at least for me. You know, having to strike that balance between something with quality and something with consistency, you know, it's a hard balance to strike.
Yeah, for sure.
yRtR and all the surprises that it entails. But alright, yeah, it was a good talk. Good games.
That's it.
Good. Knock. Knock, knock. Who's there? Fuck. Fuck who? Fuck you.
Young winner. Versus Fox.
Will survive. Engage.
still got juice in me, but fucking connection is ass. I don't know why this shit got so ass. Like I said, I have to do some. I have to go on and delete some of the fucking bullshit. It got slow all of a sudden. It could be the ISP or something. I don't know. Get me out of here. Where is it storing my shit? That's what I want to know. Where it's storing all my fucking shit. I don't know where this shit is putting all these replays, dude. All these replays end up taking a bunch of fucking bullshit ass space. Fuck. Oh wow, like I really actually don't know. Wow, I actually don't know where it's putting all the files. Let me see. Let me try to locate it. Fuck. Users, documents. That's right. It's putting it all in the C drive. That's why it's fucking slowing down so much. Cause it's putting it. It's putting it all the way over here. It's putting it all where? What? Documents. Yeah, look at that. It's putting it all here. I don't want any of this shit. Alright, I got rid of this. Should fix the problem. Let's see. Let's see if this fixes the issue. Alright, this should fix the issue.
A new opponent is ready to face you.
yRtR
It's probably my ISP. It's probably my ISP, dude. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, I mean, I don't blame him. I don't blame him. I don't blame him. I don't blame him. I think it's shit too. I'm just playing. I'm just playing just because I still want to press a couple more buttons before I call it.
Captain Falcon.
Engage.
Oh my god, dude. It's so bad. Oh, I got him. I got him with a burn, I think, right? I went for that. I can't move, dude. Alright, this is what makes content. We're playing slideshow melee. Oh, I tried to hard read that. No, not that misfire. Oh my god, this game feels like mud right now, dude. This is the thing about Slippy, man. The game constantly lies to you when you're playing Slippy. Oh! That's it. Alright, this is a more well-mannered Falcon. The fact that he's still playing with me, even though this... Ooh, I got him again. With the fire upbeat. The fact that he's playing with me through this ugly-ass connection is already only in and of itself. Oh, the Gimpies. The fake Gimpies. Where was that going? That went nowhere. Oh, needed. Therapy needed. Oh, that was sick! No, that was sick! That was sick. I'll give him that one. That was sick, yeah. That was absolutely sick. He did a really good reverse knee there. That was really well done. Oh, that was good. I don't know what the I don't know what I thought he was gonna leave, to be honest. He helped me.
Show me your moves.
Oh. He destroyed himself there. Self-destruction. Too good.
Captain Falcon.
I tried to wing land off of it and then the lag is just so bad. Fucking. This lag is so bad, dude. This is so dog-water, dude. Oh my god, it ate up my grass. press buttons, bro. Connection is really bad. I don't give a shit. Oh, he fucked that one up. Oh! All dead. It was a good effort. It was a good effort from him. It was a very good effort from him.
Will survive.
ID, I thought like a fucking bad person who has never played the game. Oh, you stinky dude. There's a down smash there. I don't know what fucking spot dodging for me. That was supposed to be. I don't know what that was supposed to be.
Who will survive? Engage!
two buttons.